The following is not meant for children, has been edited by Cute Stuff, and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am MaesterAelix, and this is MaesterAelix's Build Love Time, or better known as MaesterAelix's BLT. The videos in this series where I go over character builds for some of my favorite RPGs. In this video, I plan to show you, step by step, how to make a character build that I really enjoy, and explain why I enjoy it, and hopefully you will too. Now, I like to make fun and flavorful character builds, something that leans more into ROLE play as opposed to ROLL play. However, it never hurts to give yourself some numerical advantages from time to time. You know, as a treat. Now, my way is far from the only way to build a character. This is just one character built in a way I think is fun. And hopefully, I've done a good enough job that you would want to play this character too. However, feel free to change things around so it is a character you do want to play. Now, as I go through this build, I'm going to go into detail about what selections I've made and probably why I've selected them. What I won't be doing is reading the books to you. First off, that is very boring. Second, doing that removes your need to get these books on your own. I love these games, and I'd love for you to support these publishers, so please go buy their books. Now, let's get the ingredients set out, our tomatoes pasted, and our bacon fried up nicely, and build ourselves this BLT.
What? You think you could just walk away from a job and walk back in? It's my job now. And while you may have your little friends, I got so many more. I'm not gonna quit this job, especially because I got a chance to show you up. Now, I got 2 knives with your name on them.
And a special thank you to JustMeegs for lending me his voice for Vinnie. If you like the way he sounds, head over to his channel to subscribe. Come on, do it for your pal Meegz, because Meegz would do the exact same thing for you. Today's BLT is for the Power Rangers RPG by Renegade Games. The character today is Vinnie Vulture Verno, the mercenary and leader. He is a Purple Ranger with a very specific set of skills. The Vulture was always well known, but his methods always kept him from being the best. He was known for being crazy, a bit impulsive, fearless, and daring. This led him to almost never turn down any job, but also succeeding in ways that were unexpected. Professionally, his main rival is a fellow merc named Taria, but she ruined her reputation by turning sides mid-job, and now he has the very lucrative job working for Cross Astrodynamics. And this week's most amazing piece of art was brought to us once again by Stefano Romano. And I gotta admit, Vinnie turned out way better than I thought it would. I only gave him a few basic pointers, like he's purple, he's a bit crazy, he carries knives, and he came up with this fantastic piece of art, and I really appreciate it. And if you want to get a fantastic piece of art like this yourself, then you can contact Stefano Romano over on X at StarDropkick or at RomanoStefano.com. Let him know Aelix sent you. So, let's get into the layers of this BLT, shall we? The books you'll need to get from Renegade Games to make the characters I've made them here are the Power Rangers Core Rulebook, A Jump Through Time, and Across the Stars. Now, before I get too far into this build, I did want to let you know that this character is designed to be an antagonist, a main minion of the big bad evil guy, so keep that in mind. In the few times where that decision was made specifically for being an antagonist, I'll let you know so you can make decisions if you want to play this character as a good guy or something else. Influence. While Vinnie did have a childhood, it wasn't as impactful to him as when he finally got a job. At least according to him. Since then, he's been enjoying the mercenary lifestyle, and that means a nomad influence. It's a solid, no-nonsense influence for a guy that is almost all nonsense. Hang-up. With just one influence without a mandatory hang-up, he has none. Origin. Now, this time I chose an origin for a very specific set of mechanical bonuses, but at least this leads to some very impactful character development. The origin I chose is Curious. I chose this for two very specific reasons. The first is that it provides only 1 health. Keep that in mind for like 10 seconds. The second reason why I chose that is its origin perk, Secret Knowledge, which provides the character with a bonus general perk, and with that I chose Daredevil from Across the Stars. Daredevil provides a few handy bonuses, but the main thing is that it prevents you from rolling with a snag if you're at 1 hit point. Ah, there, now you see. This origin also gives Vinnie a Smarts Essence, and from the short list they give, I'm putting that into Alertness. Roll. This crazy Daredevil got his hands on a purple Ranger Morpher from A Jump Through Time. This is one of the most interesting and customizable roles in Power Rangers, so do buckle up. First is the faction perk, It's Morphing Time, which allows them to do the whole Power Rangers transforming thing. Second, they get the perk Emotional Mastery, which allows you to pick from a list of emotions to get bonuses from. Now, it's a big list with a lot of choices, so for here and now, I chose Anger and Joy. This role also gives 2 Strength Essence, and I put those skill points into Might and Athletics. There's also 1 point of Smarts Essence increase, and that skill point is being put into Alertness. Very nice. Gear. The gear a Purple Ranger receives is a Wrist Communicator, a Power Morpher, a one-handed power weapon, and I chose a Power Dagger for it, and then you get some other options, but I ended up choosing the one-handed power weapon being a second Power Dagger. I chose these because not only can they hit multiple targets, but each one also has a once per scene bonus, which is just so nice. Essence Step. The Essence Step is an important step for every character made in this system. It allows you to meet or work on prerequisites based off of skills, focused on important skills, or spread them out so you don't suffer snags on being untrained. You get a total of 12 Essence points at this stage, and it is suggested they are spread out in groups of 4, 3, 3, and 2. For Vinnie, here's what I put those Essence points into and their associated skill points. The first cluster of 4 goes into Speed, because it will be our primary combat staff for this primary combat-focused character. 3 points are being put into Finesse, being the skill used for those power daggers, and the last point is being put into Initiative, so we are trained in it. The first 3-point cluster goes into Strength, and for the skills I'm putting all 3 into Intimidation, because he is a crazy man with power knives. The second 3-pack goes into Smarts. I'm putting 2 into Culture because he has to have some decent negotiating skills, and 1 more into Alertness so he's less likely to be surprised or jumped. The last 2 points go into Social. This time I'm splitting those between Performance, so he can put on a good show of being crazy, and 1 into Persuasion for when Intimidation fails. Now keep in mind that Daredevil removes snag from rolls, which is why I've not spread points out as much as I normally would. Hey, you've made it this far into the video. Thank you for that. Seems like you're liking the video, so please show that you do by hitting the thumbs up button down below. Maybe leave a comment, tell me what you're enjoying. Well, now that we have a solid bready foundation, let's build on that with some extra levels. This time we're going to level 8 to get the complete build. Level 2. Level 2 is a really fantastic level. It does everything Vinnie does and makes it more potent. First he gets the perk Emotional Strength, which enhances the use and value of emotional mastery based on the same emotions. Then we get the perk Unique Strike for a melee attack. This lets you make a somewhat customized attack, and that is amazing. For Vinnie, I went with the following options. The name is Lung Puncture. Its attack skill is Finesse, it has a range of reach, it deals 1 acid damage, and it has the alternate effect of being armor piercing. Now, Power Rangers get a toughness bonus when they're morphed, So this being an acid-based attack goes directly into harming those other rangers. And the bonus of armor piercing is just fantastic for a bad guy. Level 2 also gives a smart essence, and I'm putting that skill point into technology because he's learning about this morphin stuff. Level 3. This level, he gets gifted a treat from the tech of Cross Astrodynamics, a Zord. I call it the Astro Scavenger. Along with the setting's automatic Zord features, the Purple Ranger gets the Zord feature of Upgraded Zord, and I chose the Overprotective upgrade. Because Cross Astrodynamics is known for making mass-produced garbage, and that includes the robots he's commanded in their name, so when these disposal troops get hurt, he gets a bonus, which I find to be really funny. He also gets to expand his emotional range, and at this level I chose Surprise. Level 3 also adds 1 to your speed essence, and with that I'm adding 1 to finesse. I mean, I just got a very new nasty attack, why would I not? Level 4. Oh man, level 4 is so very good. This level gets us our choice of a general perk, and this time I'm choosing SPD Asset from Across the Stars. This perk has a list of choices, and I'm taking the choice of a set of 5 Delta Blasters. Now let me explain. Cross Astrodynamics wants Vulture to stop these good guy Power Rangers, and is providing him with their prototype weapons and tech, and a near infinite number of robot minions. So as he is more melee focused, these hand blasters are given to the 5 main robot minions that he hangs out with. This level also gets a social increase, and I'm going to put that +1 into performance to better command his robots around. Level 5. Oh boy, level 5 is a big one, so buckle up. First, we get an enhancement between Vinnie and his Zord, and I selected the option of +1 damage to 1 attack type, and I chose melee. I always imagined the melee attack being some kind of ram. Next he gets the perk Extra Attack, which it works exactly as you think it does, and is quite scary because he already carries 2 weapons. After that, he again increases his emotional range, and this time I'm going to include Sadness. And last, but certainly not least, is another unique strike, this time for ranged attacks. Now, as an antagonist, as a GM or storyteller, I'd have him take up this slot to have the 5 robots with Delta Blasters put their weapon together in a combo attack and use a concentrated fire that way. However, as this is not the rules, here's an alternative based on the rules you can use. The unique strike is named Concentrate Fire. It is using the targeting attack skill. The range is 45 feet. The damage is 1 energy, and the alternate effect is Accurate. Level 5 also increases your strength essence, and I'm going to put that into more intimidation because he commands around a squad of 5 robots. How is that not intimidating? Level 6. Oh yeah, level 6. This is a great level. First, we get a new grid power, and because Vulture here gets attacked a lot and only has 1 HP, I'm giving him Fortified Shell for more armor. Second, he gets a new Zord feature, and this time I'm grabbing the SWAT upgrades from Across the Stars. This gets a lot of great tech and stuff, mostly for his troops. Now, there's a bunch of stuff with the Stun feature, and that is all from Cross Astrodynamics leader wanting them to take the Rangers alive. Level 6 also raises the Smarts score, letting him get another level in technology. Level 7. Level 7 is nice because we get the perk Adaptation, which allows him to use 2 bonuses from Emotional Mastery at the same time, and that is so good. And on that same theme, level 7 also gets us another expansion to their emotional range, and I picked Shame. This level, he also gets another wonderful bonus to speed, and that goes into a specialization into finesse for blades. Get those crit bonuses more often, and really enjoy the benefits. Level 8. Oh yeah, level 8. Another chance to get a general perk, and this time I'm taking Battleizer Access, the SPD Battleizer from Across the Stars. Narratively, this is the latest battle armor Cross Astrodynamics has created, and it is perfect for him. It has extra armor for both toughness and evasion, and comes with a very deadly energy sword, which you can easily use with the power dagger as well. Level 6 also comes with a social distance increase, and I'm putting that into persuasion, because a crazy armed man with a power sword and power armor can be very persuasive. And as far as what I wanted to make with Vinnie the Vulture, I'm done. He's a crazy purple ranger with a perpetual bonus from Daredevil. He leads a small pack of mindless drones, and he benefits from them and their disposability. He's just a great character for a bad guy. Alternatives. Vinnie was made for a specific purpose, and that is to be an antagonist. He shows up, does some damage, annoys the heroes, acts crazy, and then gets defeated because he only has 1 HP. But that's part of the fun. But if you want him to be a little different, you can always swap out Purple Ranger for a Yellow Psycho Ranger, which is something I really haven't looked into yet. Also, for anyone wanting to play this a little less squad leader focused, then feel free to swap out the SPD asset and SWAT features for other perks and other Zord features. Though, do keep that Battleizer. It works amazing with how Vinnie is made. Well, with all that being said, here's what I'm going to say. Thank you all for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. If you have enjoyed this video, check out links down below for links to the artist, my editor, my merch market, my Patreon campaign, where you can get a variety of rewards including early access to all my videos. Thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all on the next one. This is a special shout out to all my wonderful supporters over on Patreon. Aaron Smith, Dennis Detman, Drew Betts, Harry Thompson, Mark Milius, and Takashi Yamato. Thank you all so much. These videos wouldn't exist without you.